Let's look at some key interwoven elements in the Book of Mormon. Number 1. Each message in the book teaches powerful spiritual ideas, like justice, mercy, the fall, resurrection, and free will. With a consistent voice, Jacob teaches about justice and mercy in 2 Nephi 9, and Alma teaches the same principles in Alma 42, even though they lived 400 years apart. That kind of consistency in the stream of translation would be nearly impossible to make up. Number 2. Alma 32 describes faith as a growing process, like planting and nourishing a seed, which closely resembles how modern scholars and psychologists understand belief and personal growth. What's remarkable is that Joseph's translation introduces this concept of belief decades before such scientific models existed. In Joseph Smith's day, preachers never explained faith in this way. Number 3. Abinadi's explanation of Christ using Isaiah 53 was bold for his time. He taught that Jesus was both the Father and the Son, something that wasn't a common Christian belief when Joseph Smith lived. Also, the story of the brother of Jared seeing Jesus before he was born, as a glorious spiritual being, is completely different from any known Christian writings of the time. Number 4. King Benjamin's covenant renewal ceremony mirrors ancient Israelite festival patterns far better than any early American Christian revival meeting. But decades after the translation is when Joseph would have had access to scholarly material on Jewish covenant structures in academic settings. Number 5. Alma's conversation with his son Corianton talks about sin, law, justice, and mercy in a way that sounds like a courtroom discussion. It has a thoughtful, ethical tone, similar to ancient Greek and Roman philosophy, even though there's no sign that the writer had any classical education. On the other hand, Moroniah's final words in the book feel like a sacred farewell letter, as in ancient times used to seal and preserve important messages. Number 6. The infinite atonement, Jacob, and the balance of justice and mercy, Alma, were not part of standard 1820 sermons. Joseph Smith's early known theology in 1829 had not yet matured to include these nuances. Number 7. Translating at 23, Joseph had a third-grade education and no experience in the deep personal suffering that leads to deep insight about things like grief, forgiveness, or life after death. Yet the book contains wise and powerful teachings about death, God's love, and spiritual change at levels far beyond Joseph's life experiences at 23. Number 8. The Book of Mormon was dictated straight through without going back to revise, and it was finished in approximately 65 to 75 working days. Think about that. Could a young man in 1829 with little formal education, no books or notes to help him and no rewrites have created these 8 deep, connected spiritual teachings that stay consistent across hundreds of pages? The truth points to one answer: Joseph Smith did not write but translated the Book of Mormon. 31.23 Mormon's prophetic weave. Mormon wove a Christ-centered testament chain from Nephi to Moroni. Could Joseph Smith have fabricated this intertextual weave in just 65 to 75 days?